Hey everybody, this is Jason, Zombie Collector Extraordinaire, and I'm coming at you with another video for your elbow. You thought I was going to say butt, but I mixed it up a bit for you. So this video is going to be another part of the Mike Payne Beckett Baseball 80 cards from the 1980s, my personal registry, brought to you by, again, Mark from Kentucky. He is a scholar and a gentleman. This is the last card I believe that he had given me, but like I said, the cards were so amazing, and he was so amazing for doing this for me, getting me started on the right path back in the beginning of January. I'm talking to you now, the middle of February. I'm just sitting them on my table, letting them marinate, kind of, just letting them, wash over me. So this card is number 58. In the 80 cards. So we will talk about number 58 here in a moment. But first, let's discuss what cards were going on in this set. This is the 1983 Fleer. And so let's see what else happened in 1983 with Fleer. We have a William McGee. We have a Tony Gwynn. We have a Ryan Sandberg rookie card. And then you have a Frank Viola rookie card. So you might be thinking, I left somebody off. Who could that be? Could it be one of the best modern day hitters of all time, not including Tony Gwynn, who we just mentioned? Can you believe that two of these guys came up at the same time who were both amazing hitters? One for the Padres, Tony Gwynn, and one for the Beantown team, Wade Boggs. His 1983 Fleer card right here, everybody. Read it and weep. Again, from Mark from Kentucky. It is beautiful. All the corners are sharp. The centering's fantastic. Try and get the glare off of it a little bit as I got it more glary. There, let's do this. But you can just see there. This is the only non-action shot of him for the 1983, which I've read that, so I'm not coming up with that on my own. It shows here the back of the card, which I always liked the 1983 backs of the cards. I always liked the little, did you know questions. And I know that's not just something that Fleer did, but I do kind of remember these cards because I like the 1983 design, though it's pretty basic. I just kind of like it. I don't know why. I've always enjoyed it. But I always like their did you know. So let's do this. Did you know? Led all Sox in hitting with a 349 average in 1982. Led the International League in hitting with a 335 in 1981. Was the Red Sox number 7th draft pick in 1976 June draft. So that's a little bit about Wade Boggs. It's kind of, when you read those kind of things, it's kind of awesome to think that in the cases where they're talking about somebody's greatness early on in their career and what their high hopes are, that they actually turn out to be that great, and it's not just up in the air. It's not just all this what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of just lofty talking about how great he's gonna be one day and all this stuff, but it actually transpired. It came into being. So that's really cool. I think it's cool when they can kind of foresee those things. I remember reading a Beckett from about 1998, 97, maybe, and they're talking about how great Derek Jeter will be. They would talk, he still has a lot to go, a long way to go, but he looks like he's going to be something special. So, make sure you keep a lookout for this youngster, Derek Jeter, with the New York Yankees. He's really putting together a couple solid seasons. Because he's only at that point 98 or so. He's only 4 or 5 years into the league, right? And, he turned out to be the captain, and he ended up being going down in history as one of the best Yankees ever, maybe one of the best Hall of Famers ever. And so, it's kind of cool when you read that. Other people have written about a player, and then this comes into fruition. It's kind of cool. So, I talked about Derek Jeter when I'm holding a Boston Red Sox. That's probably upsetting Jim Beantown, 62, and Isman, 70. And Jonathan Cuban Collector. So let's look at what it says, what the old magazine says here about Mr. Wade Boggs. So let's take a look. Mr. Wade Boggs is right there. Number 58 in the series. All right, let's look. 1983 Fleer, Wade Boggs, number 179, rookie card. Another Boggs rookie card makes the list. And this Fleer was the only one of the three out of the Topps, Fleer, and Donruss with a non-action shot, providing a good look at the player who collected 3,010 hits, won 5 batting titles, and hit better than 360 in 4 different seasons. That's amazing. I mean, a lot of people, I don't think, realize those are huge numbers. Like, sometimes I just wonder, in today's day and age, are we going to see as many hitters like this? Because if you think about it, Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, Don Mattingly, Ichiro, a lot of these guys, they never hit for power necessarily. I mean, yeah, they hit home runs, but it wasn't, no one was like, here comes a home run hitter. These guys hit for average. So that means they were masters of getting the ball onto the field and then, stretching out a bunt into a single, or stretching a single to a double, or a blooper, making it to first base, and finding out ways, hitting in the gaps. They're like wizards up there. And I think a lot of times we kind of lose that nowadays because it turns into this whole, who can hit the ball the hardest and the furthest. And yeah, everybody likes a good home run. Don't get me wrong. I get excited when I see a home run. It's exciting. But I think it can be equally exciting as seeing a guy hit 2 or 3 times in the game and get on base, however that might happen, opposed to a guy getting up there striking out 3 times and maybe getting 1 home run, maybe, or barely get a ball hit it at all because he's up there and his purpose is to try to crush it. And then, again, I don't have a problem with home run hitters. I enjoy them just like the next person. But I think the art of being a contact hitter is becoming more and more of something you don't see anymore. It's becoming like the way of the dinosaur, which sucks because you see so many people who, have really great numbers, but, because they're not home run hitters and they're not crushing the ball every night on, ESPN or SportsCenter or whatever, or MLB network, then they're not getting the same kind of love and recognition because, the Aaron Judges and the Giancarlo Stantons of the world are the ones people want to see crush the ball. And so you have other guys who are more the flat ball hitters or just, hit for average. People acknowledge them once they're done with their game, but they don't acknowledge them while they're actually playing a lot of times. So that kind of sucks. So anyways, guys, that's it. This is my Wade Boggs, number 58 in the set of the 1980 cards from the 1980s from Mike Payne on my Beckett Baseball Special Collector's Edition from my own personal registry. And until next time, support each other, love each other, and respect each other, and I am out.